Welcome back to the Randomizer. I have yet another round of 3 free games for you guys today. As is the usual theme of the series, these are all games that I just randomly came across on various sections of the internet, whether it be itch.io, GameJolt, Steam, or some really obscure website no one's ever heard of. It really doesn't matter. What does matter is that all of these games are free to play, and you can go and play them right now, as I put the links in the description, like I always do. Once again, there is no particular theme with today's episode. All 3 games that I'll be showing off today are just absolutely random, no theme whatsoever. The first game is called Mini Trackmania. Now, I find this one to be pretty interesting in particular. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for a really long time now, you guys probably know that I am obsessed with Trackmania. It's one of my favorite racing game franchises of all time. Very underrated in my opinion, because it doesn't seem like that many people, at least in North America, are aware of its existence. But one game in the series I never played before, but I would really like to at some point, is Trackmania Sunrise. Now, how exactly does Trackmania Sunrise pertain to this Flash game? Well, as you can see, there's a Trackmania Sunrise, I guess, screensaver in the game, as you can see, or the title screen. This was a Flash game that came out around the same time as Trackmania Sunrise. I think it may have been released a little bit before its official launch. This was not made by Nadeo. It was developed by a company called Inbox Digital. However, Nadeo did officially endorse it, which means this is an official Trackmania game, technically. It was created in order to promote the upcoming release at the time of Trackmania Sunrise. And because this game was meant to be promotional material for the most part, it doesn't have a lot of substance to it, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a moment. So we'll click on play game right here. So how to play. When you leave the ramp, be sure the red speedo needle is between the green and yellow lines. The nearer you are to the green line, the more points you get. The faster you drive between ramps, the more points you get. The only controls are left arrow to brake and right arrow to accelerate, and you press the right arrow to start the game. You're faced with a jump of 500 yards and you're doing 230 miles per hour. Are you ready to get jumping? Yes, I certainly am. I'm ready to jump for joy. So I played this game a little bit off screen. The best score I could get was like 40,000. The game does get progressively harder as it goes on, but I'll just show you how to play here. So you press the right arrow to start. So what you have to do is that you have to jump off these ramps, of course, in order to get points. Now, you do, your car does perform tricks automatically, so there's no actual input in this game in order to manually perform tricks. So what you have to do is that you have to keep your speed within those yellow and green lines. If you jump off the ramp and your speed does not match whatever's in the yellow and green line, then you will crash and that's it, game over. You can't recover from that. It's not like actual Trackmania where there's a button that you can use in order to restart from the previous checkpoint or just start over entirely. Well, then again, there wouldn't be a need for that because you do need to start over entirely anyway. Just did a nice little barrel roll right there. Yeah, so we just perform the tricks automatically. This does take place in the island environment in particular. And this is the only environment in this game. There is no way to change it, so we have to actually slow down in order to jump off this ramp right here. So we do get points over time. You will get more points if you're able to put the needle as close as you possibly can to the green line, as I did right there. As you can see, you get a bit of a bonus, so you can actually get a bit of a score chain going. So I have like an X2 bonus right here, but you need to put it like really close to the green line, and I'm just way too afraid to get it that close. Oh, good God. I like put it almost exactly on it right there. So it will get progressively harder because the distance between the yellow and green line will start to close in, and it gets to a point where the green and yellow lines are basically overlapping each other, so the game becomes nearly impossible to play at that point. I was still able to survive for a short while when that was happening, though. So yeah, you do sort of slow down automatically when you're just not holding anything at all. Of course, you can slow down a lot quicker by holding down the left arrow key as it told you. I think, yeah, I didn't time that one correctly, so I just ended up falling into the water. This is still pretty good, I would say. 23,681 points. Yeah, so this is pretty much the whole game here, guys. So you just need to, you have to time your speed correctly, not necessarily your jumps. So you don't really have any input other than that. And like I said, there really isn't a lot to the game because this game was just meant to be promotional material for Trackmania Sunrise. And usually with these promotional kind of games, they usually don't have a lot of substance to them anyway. You know, I mean, if they're meant to just promote the game, then obviously they're not going to be, like, fully fleshed out products. But, it's enjoyable for the first few minutes, I guess. But, yeah, that's the whole game, guys. It's just this for pretty much forever. I don't believe the game ever ends. The game only ends when you crash. And, there are a few different ways your car can crash. It doesn't just fall into the water. Sometimes it can also land on the ramp, but then it rolls over and crashes like that. But then, of course, you can't recover from it. And the tricks that it performs, I believe, are just random. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than that. But it's still interesting that this is a thing that exists. And I thought I was gonna have a really difficult time trying to find this game as well, because this came out back in 2005, and there's like, I don't know, there doesn't appear to be that much information about Trackmania Sunrise out there on the internet anyway, because this is like a really obscure Flash game. Like, Trackmania Sunrise was not the most successful game ever, at least not in North America anyway. Trackmania is a fairly popular racing game franchise in Europe, especially France, which is where Nadio, the dev studio behind the Trackmania series, is located. Their headquarters are located in France. So I guess it makes sense that the game would be the most popular there. But Trackmania is not really that successful of a franchise here in North America. It kinda sucks, honestly. I wish more people would be exposed to this series, because, in my opinion, I think it is a really underrated racing game franchise. Just a very fast-paced arcade-style racing game with, you know, very, very strong emphasis on speedrunning. I know I keep saying that about a lot of games, but it is true. If there ever was a racing game built specifically for speedrunning, it would probably be Trackmania. Yeah, that's it. That's mini Trackmania, guys. And with that being said, we're gonna just move on to the next game now, so let's go. Next game is called Swarmriders. Now, this is supposed to be an endless runner plus twin-stick shooter arcade mashup, according to the game's description on Steam. All I really know about it is that you're a chick on a motorbike and you kill aliens with a machine gun. That's all I really know about it. I was originally going to feature the most recent entry in this series, because this is actually part of a series. I was gonna play Swarmrider Omega initially, because Swarmrider Omega does actually have some new features that the original Swarmriders does not. The only thing, though, is that Swarmrider Omega is not free. It's not expensive either. It only costs about $1 on Steam, but the fact of the matter is, you have to pay money in order to gain access to it, therefore it does not qualify for this series that I'm doing. So I decided to go with the free version instead, Swarmriders. So I believe the objective is to just try and survive for as long as possible. So you move the bike with the WASD or ZQSD keys, or is that supposed to be a D? I have no clue. Or you use the arrows or the left stick if you're using a controller and you aim with the mouse and right stick. That's all you really need to know. Okay, this banging music though. Yeah, so some things I know from playing Swarmrider Omega, because I have actually played Swarmrider Omega a little bit, the Omega version, is that yeah, you're on this motorbike. There's this other guy who's actually controlling the motorbike, but you have your machine gun, and you just fire automatically at all these aliens right here. As you can see, they explode into a puff of smoke when you kill them, and they all die in one hit. I have seen this game described as Devil Daggers on a motorbike, and that's basically what it is. You have this gigantic horde of enemies that are constantly trying to come at you and kill you, but it's a little bit easier to play than Devil Daggers, because you don't really need to move around as much, and you also fire automatically, so, you know, the whole input of having to hold down left click all the time is taken away from you, because it's not even necessary. And I do believe there are, like, certain upgrades you can obtain in Swarmrider Omega, or there's like different builds you can use in order to give you like different weapons or abilities. And every time you get hit, you take about 15% of damage. Your health is presented as a percentage in this game. Every time you get hit, it goes down by 15%, so you can only get hit by about 6 or 7 times before you die. Also, you need to pay attention, because they can come at you from, like, any part of the screen. They can appear at the top, or they can come down the bottom, but they will try to target you directly. Another thing that is also worth mentioning is that the game is kind of laggy, especially when you're killing a lot of enemies on screen at all at a single time, because there's so much smoke that appears on the screen. The game cannot handle it. Like, look at this. Look how much this is lagging. Also, I am about to die here. Also, for my first time playing this version of the game, this is actually not too bad of a score, I would say. You do have a ranking that you obtain based on how long you were able to survive. Good lord. Yeah, look at that. Gore Surfer and Swarm Carver. Holy jeez. Yeah, so I survived for almost 2 minutes and I got an A rank, so I guess that's good. Yeah, the game's a little bit harder to play in in the Omega version because well, the rankings are a lot more difficult to obtain in the Omega version because you need to survive for a lot longer in order to get the really good ranks. Because I survived for maybe about 90 seconds, I believe, in the Omega version, and I only got a C- rank. I got an A rank in this one right here. I guess that's not too bad. I guess it isn't so bad, but this is, yeah, this is the whole game, guys. So, there's not really anything more to say about it. You're just killing enemies, killing aliens that want you dead for some reason. I do believe there is a story to this game, because it is part of the Ubermosh universe, Ubermosh being another game that the developer of Swarmriders created, but it's supposed to take place in the exact same universe. And this was apparently like hundreds of years before the Ubermosh was actually like, well, powerful. I don't know, the Ubermosh had like a blade that she used to kill aliens with, or some weird crap like that, but this took place like hundreds of years before she had the blade and was killing creatures. I have no idea. The story is very odd, and I didn't really bother looking into it all that much. All you need to know about this game is that you shoot automatically and things explode. That's all you need to know about it, guys. This is pretty much the whole game. I'll try to do like one more attempt at beating this, and then after that I think I'll be done with this here. Also, I guess if you want to try out Swarmrider Omega, I'll leave the link to that in the description below as well. Only costs about $1. But I guess try out the free version if you're not entirely sure yet. So that's really all I have to say about that. Go through here. Yeah, see, like you don't really need to do a lot of moving around either, and it shows you where your cursor is. Like, look at this. I don't even need to move anywhere. I just need to have really fast reflexes. I just need to move my mouse around a lot. Just gotta stop the alien scum. Like, look at this. I don't need to move anywhere, at least not that much. Sometimes I need to move because they get a little bit too close to me. Sometimes it's a little bit too close for comfort, but other than that, this game is really not that hard, honestly. I do believe Swarmrider Omega is supposed to be the more difficult version of the game, because I do believe the game was made a lot harder in the Omega version. So the enemies are, I think, a little bit smarter, or at least they're supposed to be. Yeah, so this is pretty much endless. It never ends at any point. It only ends once you die, which I am about to here. Yeah, one thing that I don't really like about this is that when you die, it just takes you back to the main menu immediately. It doesn't show you like a tally screen or anything. So I kind of wish it didn't end so abruptly, but yeah, that's Swarmriders, guys. Just a very fast-paced, free-to-play game. Once again, you're probably just going to be playing it for maybe a few minutes at the time. This is not something you're probably going to sink like multiple hours into, but for a little while, it's enjoyable. And if you want to pick up the more difficult Omega version of the game, the link to that is in the description as well, along with the link to go to where you can download the original Swarmriders and play that first if you're not sure. I mean, you're only spending $1 anyway, so it's not like you're wasting that much money. Even if you like it, well, is there really a point to getting a refund? Because you're only getting like $1 back. Is it really worth it? Anyway, moving on to the final game now. And the last game that I have for you guys here today is called Echoes Plus. This is another twin-stick shooter. This one is more in the vein of Geometry Wars. It has an art style that reminds me a great deal of that game, but it also reminds me a lot of Atari's Asteroids as well. As a matter of fact, the vibes that I get from this game are more reminiscent of Asteroids than Geometry Wars, actually. It was developed by the same guy who made 1982, which I featured in a previous Randomizer video. Now, this game features various modes. There's Echoes, Time Attack, Survivor, Classic, Asteroid Belt, and Meteor Storm, but the only one that I tried off-screen is called Echoes. I was originally going to feature this in the previous Randomizer video, but I had problems with actually trying to record this game, because OBS wouldn't capture it for some reason. I do believe I fixed the issue now. Also, this game does not support widescreen resolution, so I have to stretch it manually, unfortunately, so it might look a little bit ugly here. I'm just gonna go to normal difficulty for now. I'm probably just gonna play like one game of this. I don't have any real interest in showing off any of the other modes. I haven't even played them off screen, so I'll just go show you guys the one that I actually played. So this is a really bizarre game. You move your ship right here with the mouse. Okay, left click is to yeah, another weird thing. Left click is to use your smart bombs. So you use the W, A, S, and D keys to fire, which really does not make any sense. You also use the arrow keys as well. So you'll just fire automatically right here. So if you want to fire in the left direction, you press the A key, fire right is the D key, W is to shoot upwards, and S is to shoot downwards. Now, when you get hit by one of these asteroids, you don't die immediately. You do have an energy meter at the top left-hand corner of the screen, or I guess an energy number. This is another one of those games where your health is represented by a number. So I have 100 energy right now. The little green symbols that they're dropping allows me to replenish my energy, I believe, or is that the red symbol? I don't know, I haven't played this in a couple weeks, actually. I haven't played this since I last attempted to record this. But, yeah, this is pretty much the Echoes mode right here, so you're just, destroying asteroids here, as you can see. So, it's basically like Atari's Asteroids, so not the most, unique concept ever. This game does have very positive reviews on Steam, though. It has a few hundred of them. This is not one of those games that has, like, an overwhelmingly positive amount of views. Also, I don't know what that, shooting star was. Also, did I say views? I meant reviews. Gotta put that extra syllable down there. What the heck is this, like, bouncy asteroid right here? What are you? I just ran into you. I don't know if that did any good at all. But I have a triple shot now, so maybe it did, or was that something else that I picked up? I have no idea, but as the description of this mode stated, there are 10 levels in total. Just gotta try and survive all of them here, and the game does get increasingly difficult later on, but you just gotta try and weave through all these asteroids. And I guess it is a lot easier, because since you move your mouse to control the ship here, then, you know, it's a lot easier to dodge all the asteroids, because now it's just based on how fast you can move your mouse. Okay, yeah, I can destroy that, but what is the point of that? Oh, geez, okay, hang on a second. Oh, there we go, look at that, nice weaving! A nice dodging skills. I don't know what this thing is, because I don't remember seeing it when I played this before. How many smart bombs do I have right now, actually? You do also have a multiplier right here, or a multiplier. I said that very bizarrely. Yeah, there we go. Just move through. Okay, yeah. I guess some of them do drop certain upgrades here. Yeah, I believe the upgrades only drop occasionally. They don't drop all the time. And yeah, I am currently on level 5. Fine, I'll use another one of my smart bombs here. That wasn't the best dodging in the world, because I think I scraped one of the asteroids. Oh, geez, that shooting star. I don't know. Do the shooting stars drop upgrades as well? I could have sworn something just dropped an upgrade. Yeah, so, I mean, this is one way you can pretty much play the game, guys. You just stay at the bottom, and you're constantly just shooting asteroids and just moving around occasionally. So it's not the most difficult shoot-'em-up in the world, but then again, I am playing on normal difficulty. I have no idea what insane mode is like. So, I mean, there is still a little bit of a challenge, because you have to make sure not to actually get hit by the asteroids in order to preserve your energy. I'm assuming those yellow things are what's giving me the multipliers, if I had to guess. Because I don't remember what any of these upgrades do, because it seems like, in some cases, they don't do anything. Also, I just lost focus of the game window again! God, why does... I really don't okay, hang on a second. We have, like an asteroid snake coming towards me. No. No. Get away from me, please. Yeah, you gotta try and destroy that thing. This thing moves fast as well. Okay, hang on a second. Things are getting really insane here. Okay, I think I cleared everything out. Yeah, occasionally there's these, like, little asteroid snakes that'll appear as well. Okay, I guess the shooting stars are what drops the multiplier, so I can get a higher score. There are leaderboards, of course, but like I said, I'm not a very competitive person, so I really don't care about the leaderboards, honestly. It doesn't seem like there are that many cheaters on this game. Like I tried looking at the leaderboards just to see if there were people performing acts of shadiness on the leaderboards. Doesn't appear as though there are. All the scores do seem to be pretty legitimate. I just suck at the game, that's all. That's why I'm bad. That's why I can't get a decent score on the leaderboards right here. I'm gonna go pick up this energy. Yeah, so these green symbols will will restore about 5 energy to you. Now, back to my original thought before I was interrupted by that enemy. Yeah, every single time I record, for some reason, I always seem to lose focus of the game window for just complete randomness. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. It's probably because my laptop is... Wait a second, I don't remember this. Okay, the world is attacking me? Why is the Earth attacking me here? Hang on. What are you? What are you? Do I destroy you? Okay, yeah, I do destroy you. And then there's other crap orbiting around me. I don't get it. Use a smart bomb, because I'm like in a huge predicament right now. Okay, give me some of that energy back. I didn't do a good job at avoiding that asteroid that was coming for me. Yeah, I don't know, it's probably like another program trying to take priority over the game, but it's like, why? Why does it take priority over the game? Like, that's so annoying. And I hope there's a way that I can stop that from happening. Yeah, also, if there is one thing that I don't really like, there isn't really an indication as to how many smart bombs you actually have at the moment. Like, it doesn't display like a number. So you have to just go and keep on obtaining them. Okay, I think those white upgrades are actually the smart bombs right here. Okay, now I need to try and avoid this guy because I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Oh wow. Okay. You're actually kind of bad at hitting things because you're just kind of bouncing around me. Okay, what does the Earth want again? Earth wants to destroy my soul here. Okay, give me this. Give me this, please, and thank you. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's like a recreation of Asteroids, I guess, like a fan-made recreation. What is this? I don't understand. I don't get what's happening right now. There's too many things happening. I still don't understand what the red things do. I mean, I got pretty far. I'm at level 8. I'm pretty sure I am about to die here. So I guess it is a little bit easier than Asteroids then, because you don't die immediately. Oh wow. Okay, actually, those blue asteroids kind of remind me of the Weavers from Geometry Wars. Just kind of the way they move. It's really odd. Oh, no. Oh! Get the dodging. Okay, never mind. That's not good dodging. Why would I ever think that was good dodging? That was crap dodging, is what that was. That's the worst form. You don't want that. I guess I could just go to, yeah, classic asteroids. Let's just go to insane mode. What is this? What is this exactly? Oh wait, this is like asteroids. Okay, but can I not move? Can I not move? Okay, whoa, hello. What are these controls? Are the controls... Okay, no, I just... Can I move around? Wait, what is going on? This isn't exactly like classic Asteroids, because at least in Asteroids you can actually move your frigging ship around. I'm like a turret, a stationary turret, and I just need to shoot all the asteroids, make sure they don't hit me. And it seems like I do have lives. Okay, this is weird. Because, and the very weird thing is that I use my mouse to control this, and I move my mouse from left to right in order to steer this thing, or to spin it around. That is so odd, and I'm not used to it, and I don't like it at all. Oh wait, no, I can move, but I right-click in order to move. Well, oh, okay, that's a very unintuitive control scheme. That's just so weird. I don't like that control scheme at all. Why did you have to make it like that? At least my bullets are somewhat long range. Here, can I at least complete this level so that I can move on? Maybe I could like end the video here. Yeah, why do I right click in order to move around? That is so strange. Oh boy. Well, at least in Asteroids you didn't have smart bombs actually, so I do feel very vulnerable. Arcade games in the 70s were pretty tough. Okay, well, that's it. Well, to be fair, I was also playing on insane mode as well. 2,480? I mean, what was the best score that anyone got on here? 11,640? Yeah, they got to level 10. Yeah, so I guess it's not the easiest in the world. Anyway, those were the 3 games that I wanted to show off to you guys today. So that's Mini Trackmania, Swarmriders, and Echoes Plus. I guess there was a little bit of a theme in this video after all. 2 of the games I played were twin-stick shooters, but the other one was like promotional material for another game. So overall, this episode was filled with a lot of randomness. As always, if you want to play these games, the links are in the description. They're always provided in the description. I think I mentioned a long time ago that maybe I should just stop informing you guys that the links to these games are in the description, because I say it all the time. Like, I always do that with every single one of my videos, so I really don't feel like I need to keep reminding you guys about that all the time. But I guess if you're new here and you only just begun watching my videos, it would be helpful to provide you with that information. But still, I do that in like every single video, so I feel like it is starting to become a bit unnecessary. But either way, you can play all these games right now, they're all free, and that's gonna do it for me for now then. So thank you guys for watching, as always, and I will see you in the next video I make. Later!